Right, so here's my latest little Arduino Uno video. Flip-flop is the name of this little program. Again, it's another one based on a Fritzing tutorial. I really like this one. I like the way it's wired up, and I like the code that's running it. Looks fairly simple, but very clever. Maybe I'll show you the wiring on here first of all. It might be a little bit clearer than the actual board itself. So basically, this push button here is the key to the whole thing, and the fact that this pin down here, number 2, is set as an input. Okay, so basically we follow the juice. So positive going into the positive rail here. Okay. Now, if the push button is not pressed, then it doesn't close the circuit, so the positive juice just flows back down here. Okay, and the input on pin 2 is obviously high because it's receiving input. It's going straight around. Positive, 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 positive. There we go. However, when the push button is pressed, the circuit is closed. So we've got positive coming in here. Okay, jumps over here. Now when it's pressed, the circuit is closed, so it comes back here, returns to ground on the ground rail. In that situation, okay, the juice is basically flowing like that, so no juice is flowing down here, and the input received there is going to be low. Okay, so basically what we then have is we have an if statement controlling what juice is received by either of these two LEDs here. So obviously these are set to output, so positive juice, positive juice, positive juice into the positive leg, and the negative leg of the LEDs is just straight into the ground rail there. So what we can do is we can say if this button is pressed, okay, or if the input here is 0, I can't remember which way around it is, but we turn on the juice for one and turn off the juice for the other one, okay, and vice versa. Just to see if I can transfer that over here. It's always more difficult to see on here, so let's follow the juice. So there's the positive going in. Okay, can't really see, but it is going into the positive rail there. Okay, and then obviously flowing along positive rail, and it's coming through that transistor there. Oops, wobbly camera angle. And again, if the button is not pressed, okay, it's flowing straight through along this cable here, and input is high there. However, follow the same gig, and positive juice flows into the rail here. Okay, we're coming along, it's coming through the resistor. Now when this button is pressed, okay, it's going basically back down there and to ground, so nothing is coming along this cable, and there's no input there. Okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, okay, we've got simple circuits. These are set to output, so there's your positive juice flowing through the transistors into the LED, and they're both grounded in the ground rail, as you can see there. Okay, but whether or not, oh, where's my finger gone? Whether or not these are actually outputting the juice is controlled through some if statements in the code. So let's have a little look. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So let's have a look. This is a brilliant program. I really like this one. So what have we got? Just setting up some variables at the top. So the button pin is on 2, the green LED. I'm using a blue one, but anyway, green LED is on pin 9, on pin 10. Ground here, we're just in the setup. We're just setting the pin modes. Obviously, the button pin is input, and the other two is ascending juice, so they're going to be output. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, down we go. Nice little loop at the bottom. Okay, so basically, if the button pin is not receiving any juice, in other words, if the button is pressed, okay, button pin equals was low, as in it's not receiving anything. The circuit has been closed by the button and it's flowing to ground without reaching button pin. Okay. Then we've got green LED high, red LED low. So basically the green one gets juice, the red one gets no juice. Okay, as I said, I'm using blue. I didn't have a green one, but I was just sticking to the code. I could just change that to blue. It wouldn't affect the program. I won't do it now because it'll make a longer video. So, okay, if that's not the case, okay, then that means the button has not been pressed, which means that, you know, juice is getting through to the button pin. In other words, it's receiving input. So input is not low. It's just the other way around. So the green gets no juice and the red gets juice. So basically, when I upload this, what should happen, okay, because I'm not going to press the let me just reset for a second. Okay, basically because I'm not pressing the button, I should hopefully see a red light. Okay, if it's working, I'm going to press the button, I'll see a blue light. I know it's written as green on here, I just need to go in and I copied the code exactly as it was. That was a green LED. Anyway, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. So, yay! So, and I press this, hopefully I'll see the blue one. Okay, as I said, it's green in the code. I'll go in and change that now, but excellent little program. Like that one a lot. Cool, bye.